Welcome back to Society Case Files. My name is Robert, and today I want to talk about a future project that I want to do really bad. Had I known that this existed before, I would have already had it by now, and it would already be done. That is, of course, the Bloodseeker Palanquin, the Coven Throne, or the Mortis Engine. Um, the way I found out about this was that during the pre-order of all the vampire stuff that recently came out, I happened to stumble upon this in the New Zealand store, the Bloodseeker Palanquin. And basically, it's hard to see in the black and white picture, but basically, you've got this insane throne, and there's a vampire lady chilling out on said throne. There she is. And what's really cool is that there are three versions. This one has three vampires hanging out on it, like chilling on pillows. They've got skeletons and everything else. And then there's this third one, the Mortis Engine, and this one has the Necromancer hanging out on the front. These are really cool, but they're kind of in a diorama style build, and that right there makes them a little bit more of a challenge because this isn't something that you can necessarily just build it all and then hope to paint it effectively. And because of that, it's going to take a little bit longer to make this than to just make a video of the whole thing and then have to do it in sub-assembly. That video will have to be edited together. I'm going to have to build each individual part, paint it, and then put it together later. So as you can see, the very beginning of these instructions, first off, because it's black and white, it's very old school. So it's a little bit less intuitive than the more recent instructions. But as you see, we're basically going to build the base of it with all of the spectral horse nonsense. And then if I could turn the page, we'll continue to do that. Get through to the stairs themselves, put on the walls of the stairs, and then finally we'll have the throne itself being built. And then we'll be at that point. My idea is to paint all of this stuff first, attach this stuff to it, paint all of that while it's on its base. Then when I get to the point that I can decide on the characters, obviously there's some little flourish points here, bones and that sort of thing. Once we get to the point where I'm going to be building the characters that are going to sit on this crazy throne thing, which here is the Necromancer himself. I'm not doing that one, but it does show you that that's the Mortis Engine. We are going to do the Coven Throne. You've got some more skeletons to put on there. You got the masthead skeleton guy. And then we build the three vampire ladies that are basically just chilling on the throne. As you can see, this one's really relaxing. She's up here with her little goblet, and then they will go onto the throne. So each one of these is going to have to be painted after they're assembled before they're put onto the throne. And then we get our cauldron right here, and we've got the full thing completed. I estimate that this will take at least a week to build just because it's going to take time. We're going to have to build it, let the glue dry, prime it, paint it, build the next part, let the glue dry, blah, 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 so on and so forth. But as far as which one to pick, I have the new book for the Soulblight Gravelords. The Mortis Engine is in it. The Coven Throne is in it. And the funny part is the Bloodseeker Palanquin is actually not in the rules. So you only have these two. Now, I doubt anyone's going to like quibble if you decided that you wanted this one with the single vampire instead of the three. I'm sure that they would let these be interchangeable. I can't really see why they wouldn't. Probably even if you wanted to swap out the Mortis Engine, it'd be a hard sell for someone to be like, nah, that's just not going to happen. But I guess there are some pretty hardline sticklers. But let's take a look at a couple more diorama style sets that I have that I really want to build, but have just taken a back seat to this because of how cool it is. Let me just do that right now. The next diorama option I have is part of the Slaughter Coven for the Daughters of Cain, and it is this crazy unit here, which is the Cauldron of Blood or the Blood Rack Shrine. They do have different stats and such, and they're insane as well. These are definitely build them in pieces and go. I mean, you got 3 different witch elves that have to be painted along with this crazy thing for the Cauldron of Blood. The Blood Rack Shrine, a little bit different, probably even more intense. If you zoom in here, you could see the Medusa character there and all this stuff. I haven't figured out which one I want between the two, but as far as dioramas go, these are freaking amazing, and I love them. I can't even imagine the idea of just plonking that down on a table. I'm very excited about these because, well, I love the Daughters of Cain, first off, but this is just so ornate and awesome. It really does have such a look to it. So I think the diorama pieces that they've made are really, really neat. And these are just 2 more. I mean, we've got the vampire one I just showed, and now this one. And I actually have a couple more to talk about. So let's grab those coming up here in just a moment. And now we step into Warhammer 40K with this one. We've got the Triumph of St. Catherine. As you can see, we've got a whole slew of characters to paint on this sucker. It's absolutely nuts. I've seen a bunch of these being used in games. They look crazy. There's the floor piece, and then you've got the coffin to put on and all kinds of other stuff. And on the back of the box, it does a good job of showing you all the different things that you'll be putting together and painting. But the items themselves are amazing. Here's some of the characters here. It's just really freaking cool. And as far as dioramas go, this one, in my opinion, is not as cool as the vampire one or the Daughters of Cain. It's still freaking awesome though, and I absolutely love it. I got this a very long time ago, and I'd just been too much of a coward to try it. But now I feel good enough with my skills that I can actually paint the individual models and put them on and not screw it up too badly. Um, but yes, this one super exciting. Can't wait to get into this one too. I think that once I do the vampire one, I'll have a better feeling for doing these in general because that's sort of like diving in the deep end, in my opinion. So I should be able to jump on this one next and finish a second diorama. The other big thing is, of course, finding a place to store all of this stuff. And I'm going to turn slowly here to not make a terrible camera switch, but this is pretty darn full. And I got to find more places to put things in order to have the dioramas in place. I mean, you can already see that I got quite a few big models up here. But let's sweep over here instead of messing around with cut, and I will show you a unopened model. This is my other diorama style one, the Black Coach for the Night Haunts. And this thing is absolute madness. I love it. I saw that some people were putting things into the coffin, like using LEDs and stuff to make this light up. Really cool idea. But as you can see, it's massive too. Your coffins are really highly detailed. You got the body inside, the ghosts. It's just gorgeous. These people are out of control. I can't even imagine how spindly this thing's going to be, like some of these parts and this stuff. But I look forward to building this one too. This one, my wife's going to take on the painting duties of. So we've got so many other things ahead of this in the queue that's why it's still even wrapped. But absolutely amazing. So there are the 4 sort of diorama pieces that I really want to do coming up, and specifically the vampire one because that just came, and then after that the St. Catherine, and then maybe the Slaughter Coven, and then finally this guy here. Hopefully by then I'll solve my um, storage issues and we'll have room for all of this. But until then, at least we've got a good plan. So for now, that's all I've got to say about this. If you like this kind of content and you want to see more, please subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, I will talk to you next time. This is Robert with Society Case Files, signing off.